Hey everybody, it's JD17402, and today we are going to be doing the first episode of Nancy Drew's Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get started.
Welcome to my latest case, Secret of the Scarlet Hand.
Yeah, I just mentioned that,
Dear
Nancy.
Dad, greetings from the new Deputy Curator at Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C.
Ooh,
I miss
Washington,
you, by the
D.C.
way. How's Africa? I sure hope this letter reaches you in Ouagadougou before you move on to Nairobi. So I got the internship. Your old friend Franklin Rose was awfully nice to submit my name to the rest of the members of the museum's board of directors. What an opportunity while I'm in between cases. As you probably know, the museum specializes in ancient Maya culture. My supervisor is going to be Joanna Riggs, a well-known archaeologist. Maybe you've seen her name in the news recently, in conjunction with the discovery of a strange Maya monolith. Apparently it's created quite a buzz among experts in the field. Well, Beach Hill plans to feature the monolith in an upcoming exhibition. Just imagine, this artifact has been buried for hundreds of years, and now it's going to be unveiled to the public for the first time. The museum is short-staffed at the moment, and they're expecting such a huge turnout that they've closed their doors to prepare. I can hardly wait to dig into this exciting project and learn how archaeologists and historians solve the mysteries of ancient cultures. I'll keep you posted. Love, Nancy.
Nancy Drew, I presume.
Oh, hello, Miss
I'm Joanna
Lady.
Riggs. Welcome to Beach Hill. I was just checking the lock on this display case. This is one of the museum's most treasured pieces, a carving of King Pakal.
Ooh,
Who was
Pakal.
King Pakal?
Pakal assumed the throne at age 12. Can you imagine? That was 615 A.D. He ruled for 68 years at the height of the Maya civilization.
Is that jade?
Yes, the Maya loved jade and used it for many of their carvings. There isn't another piece like this in the world, and it's priceless, which means I practically had to sell my own grandmother to get it.
How did the museum acquire it?
Leave it to Taylor Sinclair. He's a wizard when it comes to these deals. You'll meet him later. Now then, Nancy, you're coming on board at a critical time for Beach Hill. An exhibit of this caliber is not kid stuff.
Blah, blah.
Franklin Rose
It's
assures
not
me
kid
you're a
stuff,
real
is
trooper,
it?
and I hope he's right because I'm not here to babysit. I don't care who your father is.
I'm glad to be here. Please, tell me more about the exhibit.
In addition to our permanent collection, we're borrowing rare pieces from museums and private collectors around the world. Soon we'll be sitting on the most fabulous collection of Maya artifacts ever assembled in one place.
Oh,
And now that we've stored the monolith, too, Beach Hill sera numero uno.
Something number one. I don't know. I don't know.
This monolith
I didn't
is
really
an
pay attention
important
that much in
discovery.
Spanish class.
Yes, a hot young team of archaeologists, Americans and Mexicans both, dug it out of a cave near Palenque. Every curator from here to Siberia was trying to get a hold of it, but I'm the one who closed the deal.
Great to know, great to know. I'm bored.
Why do you mention the nationalities of the archaeologists?
Because in archaeology, everyone wants to be king of the sandbox. I became a curator because I want to help make artifacts available to as many people as possible. That's all that matters, isn't it? Unless you're Alejandro Del Rio.
Alejandro de
Who's
Rio?
Alejandro Del Rio?
Ugh, wouldn't you rather hear about the monolith?
No.
It's a massive pillar of stone, nearly 1,500 years old, with Maya glyphs carved into it. We've installed it in the garden. Wait until you see it.
How do you know it's 1,500 years old?
According to Henrik, the monolith was made at the special request of King Pakal himself, but we don't know what its purpose was.
That does not exactly answer my question, but okay.
Who's Henrik?
Henrik Vanderheun, world-renowned expert in Maya hieroglyphics. He's the latest addition to the Beach Hill Brain Trust. I told him I don't even want to see his pointy Vander head till he's got a translation on that monolith.
Vanderhead? What the heck? Is that like some sort of insult or
Do you
something?
think the glyphs hold an important message?
I really don't know. The Maya were at their peak during Pakal's reign. After he died, things began to go downhill. The civilization never regained the oomph it had under its most extraordinary king.
Do you think the glyphs were intended to be a message to future generations of Maya?
If the
Probably.
message on that monolith is from King Pakal himself, it might give us a clue. Credit for a discovery like that can only spell one thing, my dear. Revenue. Anyway, there's a list of tasks for you in the lab. Once you've knocked those off, we'll regroup.
Shouldn't I have more training?
Don't worry, you'll be in the swing of things soon enough. Go ahead and take a look around the museum. I'm sure you'll find the monolith, muy interesante. Or just roll up your sleeves and hit the lab.
Thanks for the orientation, Joanna. I'll talk to you later.
Bye!
Alright, so here we are at Beach Hill Museum. I should probably go to the lab, which is back this way. To the right. Employees only. Well, I'm an employee, so I'm going to go back here. Oh, hello, Mr.
You must
Person.
be Nancy, the new deputy curator. I'm Henrik Vanderheun.
Oh, hello, Mr. Pointy Vanderhead.
Pleased to meet you. What are you working on?
Just some light housekeeping.
This... okay.
Huh? Housekeeping?
Keeping artifacts clean is an important aspect of preserving them. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I'm curious about your work. How do you go about translating a glyph anyway?
It can be a complicated process, involving research, piecing lots of different elements together, and a healthy dose of guesswork.
Alrighty then.
Joanna turned me loose without too many instructions. Do you have any advice for me?
Well, as you've probably heard, the museum is closed in preparation for the exhibit, so you'll have free run of the place. Please explore. The sooner you get to know your way around, the better. Think of the lab as your home base, your center of communications. Anyone who wants to get in touch with you will leave a note or a voicemail here, so check in often. I'm very busy with my work, so you're going to have to be pretty independent.
You sound British.
But I suspect
Are you British?
You wouldn't have it any other way.
See you around, Henrik.
Bye.
Alright, so I guess I better go look at that list of chores I'm supposed to accomplish. Oh, looks like I have some of my things already checked off. Sunny was here. Okay then. Sort out shards of pottery and reassemble pot. Priority: bring addenda to monolith loan agreement to Alejandro de Rio at Mexican consulate for signature. Or bubble wrap, packing tape, sticky labels, match recording narrations to appropriate displays in the main exhibition hall. Reorder my numbering exhibit in the main exhibition hall. Okay. So, I think I'll assemble that pot first.
It looks like some pieces are missing.
The top of the list. Okay, I can't do that now. Let's talk to Henry again.
Greetings.
I'm not sure what to do with those shards of pottery Joanna left for me.
Play around with those pieces until you've reconstructed the pot they once were. There may be a few extraneous pieces. Likewise, you may find yourself on a scavenger hunt for a piece or two, if I know Sunny June.
Okay, great. Who the heck is this Sunny June
I
person?
can't seem to find the addenda to the monolith loan agreement that I'm supposed to bring to Alejandro del Rio.
Sunny June bobbed around this place like an untethered balloon.
Oh,
Who knows where he left those documents? You'll just have to hunt them down.
oh joy.
And FYI, Senor Del Rio has been extremely touchy about this monolith loan, so try not to keep him waiting.
Oh, great. Okay, well, I guess I better go find
I'm
those
not sure
documents.
how to go about
ASAP.
rearranging those exhibit narrations.
It's really quite simple. Check out the Convermatic Auto Narrator in Shipping and Receiving. You'll need some headphones. First determine which of the exhibits in the main hall could rightly be called Exhibit A. Change Exhibit A's narration number until you're seeing what you're hearing, or hearing what you're seeing, and it's all downhill from there.
See you around, Henrik.
Great to know.
Will do.
Alright, well, I guess I better go look around for those documents. What's in here? Over here, anybody? Ooh, Sunny's stuff. This floppy disk and ooh, a piece of the pottery, a piece of the pot that I was supposed to put together. I think that's it. Is there anything in here? Nope, it's locked. else in here? Oh, this is the narration thing that I'm supposed to be reorganizing. I will get to that in a later episode, though. Boxes. Alright, I'm bored. Alright. Okay, so... Oh, I can go back. Ooh, paper airplane. What's this? Addenda to the Palenque Monolith Loan Contract. Oh, this is the addenda that I'm supposed to take to...
I better deliver this to Alejandro right away.
Alejandro Del Rio. Alright, well, I guess I better go do that now. And I'm gonna skip the metro, animation.
How may I help you?
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew, the new deputy curator over at Beach Hill.
So, you're Joanna Riggs' newest pirate in training. How does it feel to join the ranks with the modern-day conquistadors?
What?
I beg your pardon, but how does a deputy curator become a pirate in your book?
You had better brush up on your history, young lady. When the Spanish explorers invaded Mexico, they became known as the conquistadors, or conquerors. They robbed the indigenous peoples of their wealth, not just their gold,
yes,
but their artwork,
that.
Their sacred objects. Anything they did not steal, they burned to the ground.
Ooh,
Do you blame Joanna and modern-day art collectors for something that happened long before they were born?
There is more. In the 19th century, archaeologists discovered the ruins of ancient civilizations predating even the Aztecs. Many of the dig sites were robbed, and the stolen artifacts were sold off to art museums and collectors around the world. Today, finally, it is illegal among most civilized nations to remove an artifact from its native country. But sadly, there are thousands of precious antiquities with highly questionable provenance floating around the Western world.
Alright.
But Joanna only wants to display this artwork, to celebrate it, so the public will be able to enjoy it and learn about your people's great talents and achievements.
If the American public wants to see our art, they should come to Mexico.
But some of us may not be able to afford that plane ticket, so I think I'll pass and go to a museum instead.
What do you mean by questionable provenance?
An artifact's provenance is the story of its origin and ownership. For example, how it made its way from a temple at Chichen Itza to a museum in Washington, D.C. If the artifact's provenance reveals that it has been stolen, then that artifact must be returned to the country of its origin.
I just realized your face looks... I don't know, I don't like the way your face looks.
So, the problem has been remedied, hasn't it?
No, not at all. Provenance documents are often tampered with or forged to cover up the theft. Because of this, thefts continue and a great deal of art is moved on the black market, even today. Unethical art dealers and greedy museum curators do nothing to stop this.
Are you suggesting Beach Hill is involved in these kinds of misdealings?
If Joanna Riggs or that overstuffed pillowhead Sinclair had any decency, they would take measures to see that all Maya artifacts were returned to Mexico at once, where they belong.
And what if these measures are not
I actually
taken?
did a research report.
My country will have its due, Nancy, even if I have to begin reclaiming its artifacts with my own two hands.
Okay, then.
I see. Well, I should probably get going. Here are the changes to the loan agreement for the monolith. I just need your signature, please.
Thank you. I have some business with Joanna at the museum later, so I will return the contract to her then, after I have looked it over.
Are you sure?
All right.
I don't mind waiting.
You may consider your mission accomplished.
Well, okay then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Alright, well that's gonna do it for this episode. So next time on Nancy Drew, Secret of the Scarlet Hand, we're gonna be exploring the museum some more and getting some of our